Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, welcome back, GTL family. Here we go. One more time. We had the men's earlier. We got the women's right now. It is the quarter-final preview. And we've had some interesting results flying around in the women's side of the draw. And I don't know. I watched a bit of your end of your watch along last night, JG. Good
you
job
enjoyed it,
there.
did you?
Good job there with the tween. So nice work with the who was it? It was Pegula or Peluga, as some people are calling her.
Ridiculous. It's Pegula.
Yeah, Pegula. I don't know. Yeah, so she obviously went through against Svitolina. Like really impressive. Bit of an upset there, and 12 travel 21 saying we were getting worried. You'd forgotten us. We thought that you'd forgotten us. There was no chat going on before the stream. We thought, God, there's no one here. But there you are. Yeah, nice to have you on board.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Obviously, it's a bit later than we first anticipated, and that's only due to work. We was obviously busy getting work done because we are fully aware we've got a busy schedule ahead. We're even going to be trying to do the match later tonight, the one at 1:30. Was it Hsieh?
Hsieh Suwei.
Hsieh Suwei.
She will lead the way in in these first of these quarterfinals by the looks of it, and she is up against none other than your girl Naomi Osaka, and that's going to be an interesting one. And the fear is they always seem to go to 3 when they play. That is the fear for me and JG if a match starts at 1:30 a.m.
Yeah, because we're 100% no matter what doing Zverev Djokovic in the morning. So
yes,
we're just going to see how it goes. We're going to roll with the punches. So much tennis. It's only going to have a week left now of it. So let's just go for it, mate, and enjoy it everything we can. Whether or not you have to finish off the stream on your own this one, we'll have to just play it by ear and see how it goes.
Wait and see, mate. We'll wait and see how we go. Well, you want to speak about Discord, I'm guessing. Have you popped it in the chat already? I think we've got about 35 members or so in the Discord now. If you haven't joined that, then please jump on board. I think it's 39 now, actually. That's great. It's gone up, up a little bit. Got a few more members. Thomas Rock's there running the show.
Yeah, and big shout out to him. Honestly, he's awesome. He's really smashed it out the park with the Discord. Mary's asking what it is. It's hard to really explain, to be honest. I know a lot of gamers used to use it. It's like a forum, like a chat. There's loads of channels, so you've got cool different areas. You can talk about Medvedev as much as you want, Mary. 24 hours a day. Me and Ben are in there. All the other GTLers fans there. So it'll be great if you can download the app and just head over. It's completely free. And just a bit of fun, something to keep you in the loop with what's going on at Game to Love and with all the tennis. Exactly,
and you can just have some good banter as well. I mean, Thomas Rock set up some interesting little sections to our. I think it's called a server. I'm learning. I'm learning on the job. Don't worry.
That's right. To the server,
Bracket League chat. We got cryptocurrency chat. We've got the best betting chat. You got ATP. You got Grand Slams. WTA.
History,
trivia. You've got like loads of stuff, and then he's just gone all out and just written lots of rules and regulations and GTL, everything GTL on there. Anything that relates to our channel, Mr. Rocks knows it, and he's done a sterling job. So appreciate you, mate. Just continue the good work. We can't thank you enough, really.
Yeah.
So but let's get into more of the actual action, why we're here. First matchup, we'll speak about the ones that were on, was it yesterday, I believe?
Yeah.
Or obviously there was the ones yesterday, and then they sort of fell into today for us, but I'm guessing it was all in one day if you're in Australia.
Yeah, so obviously the one we covered, Pegula beating Svitolina in 3 sets. That was a really epic one. And the rest were all straight sets. So we had Jennifer Brady beating Vekic in straight sets, really comfortable. 6-1, 7-5. And then a bit of a shock, Mertens crashing out. I did not expect this. Muchova did really well. won the tie break, and then 7-5. So it looked like it was super tight. I didn't get to watch any of it. It was crack in the middle of the night for me, that one. And then the one we had in the morning, Ben kindly did a good watch along for that. And we had Ashley Barty, Shelby Rogers. And maybe we should start with Ashley Barty because for me, we're talking about all these names in the hat and who's been the most convincing so far. I don't think anyone's been as convincing as she has she?
No, well, mate, I was watching that one this morning. It was actually running parallel with the Muchova match as well. Barty, for me, considering they played each other, Shelby Rogers and Ashley Barty, a week before the tournament started in the other tournament, and Shelby Rogers actually took her to the third set. It was the tie-break set, but she beat her 6-2 in the second set in that first tournament and really took her to the wire. But in this one, it was a one-sided contest. The only person who could beat Ashley Barty was Ashley Barty herself. As you saw, she was 5-2 up in that final set. She tried to serve it out. She had match points and she bottled it. And she actually gave a break back to Shelby Rogers. And then when she had the second chance, she absolutely she went for it. The serve was really, really powerful. And she looks a real threat to this Australian Open title this year. I think she hasn't dropped a set. Yeah.
No, not dropped a set. And I just had it up. It's gone. Sorry, one moment. I just had all of her things up because it's remarkable. She obviously won the tournament before at Melbourne, and she's just on a crazy run. Really, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's a 9-match winning streak right now. Maybe 8. You can't really count the Serena Williams. She pulled out of the final, obviously in Melbourne, or the semi-final, whatever it was. But then she beat Muguruza in the final in straight sets, and we know how good Muguruza is. Since then, just walking. I think the most impressive one for me is Alex Androva because she's been playing super well, knocking out some good opponents. Yeah, your dark horse, is it? And she's won very convincingly, 6-2, 6-4. So for me, Ashley Barty is the one to watch, considering the fact that she's in Australia right now and she looks unbeatable. A bit similar to, say, a Medvedev on the men's tour right now. I think Ashley Barty, I'm getting similar vibes. The only difference is she's not done it for as many successive matches as Medvedev. But regardless of that, she's had a lot more time off. She's not been playing. She wasn't losing matches, she's just resting.
No, just think the last time we really actually got to see Ashley Barty was in Doha, which was in February last year. And she went out of that tournament, I believe it was semi-finals, if I'm correct, against Petra Kvitova. And she still beat Muguruza there and Laura Sigmund, and then obviously she lost to Sophia Kenin in the tournament last year. You thought she was going to go on and win it last year, didn't you? But Sophia Kenin, she was the one to beat, obviously. And
that was in the semi-finals, and it's very weird because I'm glad you mentioned that because before the semi-finals, she was winning everything in straight sets then as well, beating everyone. Rybakina, Polona Hercog, Kvitova in straight sets, and then the semi-finals, she fell down a little bit. So I don't know if we want to get up the final 8 so we can have a look at them because hopefully, for her sake, we don't see the same again. And there we go. She's going to have a pretty tricky opposition in Muchova.
Yeah, I mean, this is somebody like you want. Well, we'll speak about it when we get to the bottom selections there on this list, the bottom half of the draw. I think there's a lot of comparisons you can run like parallel with Muchova and Simona Halep. These two are the two that have really impressed me in this tournament for being the people who can come back in the face of adversity. We have Muchova in the match against Mertens. She came back from 4-love down in the first set to win the tiebreak. In the match she had before that, she came back from 5-love down. And this is like the type of, and you saw with Halep, she was 5-2 down in against Tomljanovic. This type of fighting spirit, they could be on a collision course for the final because you can see they're both at the other end of the draw. They've got that fighting spirit, and Barty needs to watch out because this is somebody who does not give up, and she'll fight all the way to the end. So,
well, table tennis, they're saying Barty's unstoppable now. We've got some people saying Osaka's going to take her second title. I wouldn't be too displeased with that. Obviously, she's my prediction before the tournament began. And she is probably the second one in the list for me. That's the most impressive. And there's no surprises, really. these are the top seeds of the tournament. I think Barty's she's number 1, isn't she? Osaka's number 3. Halep's number 2, and she's there right at the bottom. Number 4, sorry, would have been probably Kenin, right? And she's been knocked out.
Exactly.
But they're all there. It just shows the seeding doesn't really lie, does it? We've got it the same with the men. We've got 1, 2. I think team's just missing.
Yeah, just team. Yeah.
And here we're just missing Kenin.
Exactly. And I think the surprise quarterfinal is the Jen Brady Pegula one, really. Or obviously Hsieh is a surprise, but you expect Osaka to be there. But I think that imagine if Pegula goes through this and we get a potential Barty Pegula semi-final. I mean, if she makes the semis, that's incredible for Pegula, but she's got a tough test ahead of her. She's got Jen Brady, who, for me, she's one of those electric players on the women's tour. She remember her last year at I believe it was Lexington that she won, I believe. And she's absolutely destroyed Donna Vekic in the last round. It was 6-1, 7-5. Looks really impressive again. And in this tournament so far, she is yet to drop a set as well. So she's another one of these players yet to drop a set, the same as Ashley Barty. So
it's funny because with Brady, she started the year not as good. I think she fell down early doors, didn't she, in the first tournament of the year? What was it, in Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I believe so.
She was a bit suspect then, and I had her to go quite a way, but she's since bounced back and she saved her form for the Australian Open. Not a bad thing to do because, like you said, she's flying. She's flying again. Saying all of that, however, Pegula, first time I've ever really watched her live was yesterday with Tweena on the stream.
Sure.
And I think impressed is an understatement. I think she's outstanding. She really is outstanding. Her overall game, her ground strokes are so strong. She's like a very positive player on court. Always sort of tries the right thing. And I generally think it's going to reward her in this one. I think she's going to beat Brady. I was that impressed with what I saw from her against don't know other than the number 5 seed, Svitolina, who for me has been really good this tournament. And I had predicted her to beat Pegula. Wasn't to be. So now I'm right behind Pegula. I think she can do it yet again, go one step bigger. And she's her best run ever in a Grand Slam. I think she's going to go one more and go all the way to the semi-finals, to be honest.
Well, yeah, look at her body of work. She's taken out in the first round Victoria Azarenka, who I had going all the way to the final. So she completely destroyed my bracket. Can't be mad at her because she's playing the best tennis of her life right now. Knocked out Sam Stosur next, Madlenovic next, and Svitolina is the first set that she's dropped in the whole of the tournament. But it is Svitolina. She is a top 5 for a reason. She's one of the best female athletes on the tour.
Oh, no doubt.
So, yeah, I mean, it was a very entertaining matchup. I'm sure you guys really enjoyed covering that one. It's great to see some new names that are starting to pop up in the women's game. And I know that Hsieh isn't really a new name, but it's great to see her in her first quarterfinals of a Grand Slam. And she seems like such a sweet character and such a really nice person who you can really get behind. I think the public's going to really warm to her.
I think she's stolen the heart. She's stolen the heart of everyone in tennis, mate. You watch her interviews, you can sort of warm to her style of play. It's unlike anyone else on the tour. She's not going to blow you off the court with power. She's just got trickery, intelligence, little spins and slices. It's super interesting to watch. You never watch a match of hers and think this is boring. I don't think the opponent knows what she's ever going to do next because it seems to be very intuitive. Every shot takes it as it comes, and it makes a brilliant spectacle. I must admit. You look at them two in the past, the head-to-head, and it always goes to 3 sets. Osaka seems to always be able to find a way in the end, but we see tire breaks, we see close sets, and for someone there's such a disparity in the ranking. I think it's super impressive that Hsieh Wei is able to do that against someone like a Naomi Osaka and really battle her all the way to the end.
Yes, she's super impressive. And like Dan wrote me saying, Hsieh in the final, imagine the scenes. Yeah, it's going to be like a Karatsev final if that's the case. I mean, Karatsev more crazy, I think, than a Hsieh Wei finalist. That's not being too bold because the men's game, you know how difficult it is to get into those finals. The women's game, there's a little bit more room for errors in there and for someone to cause an upset for me. I mean, there was a sort of a period when obviously when Serena Williams wasn't winning Grand Slams, that it sort of just dotted around. It was a different person winning a Grand Slam every single time. So it's possible, and I think that the way that she plays, it's so unorthodox. It's great to see. I love the chopping. Just the only criticism would be she needs a bit more power. She doesn't really have much power in her game.
You say she needs it, mate, but does she? Because she sort of wills the opposition into making mistakes, and it's worked so far. I know you're saying Karatsev, yeah. You put him as the biggest sort of shock, would you say, over Hsieh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm tending to not disagree. I think you may be. I think it's close.
He's like 120th in the rankings.
Who is?
She's like Karatsev. That's the one I'm based
I guess so. But Hsieh's 70. It's not
that.
It's still pretty crazy. And look at the people. Look at her
Pegula
draw
as well, though.
I would say Hsieh's had a harder draw. Mate, Hsieh's had a harder draw. It's really tough, mate. She's played Poronkova first round. No one expected that. Andreescu in the second round. Third round, granted, it's Sarah Rani. You can say thing, but she's still pretty tricky at times.
She beat Venus Williams.
She beat Venus Williams. You then got Vondrasova. There's the other name she's knocked out. So for me, come on, put some more respect on Hsieh, Ben. You're not giving her enough. I put her in the same bracket as what Karatsev's done this tournament. And I think it's an equal achievement. It's an equal achievement between the two of what they've both achieved. And you can say Karatsev might be ranked slightly higher, 120, but I had a lot more expectations that he would do better in this tournament than what Hsieh would, especially looking at the draw she's had.
Well, let's have a look at your brackets, and then that will determine whether we see if that's true or not.
Yeah, wait. I think if you go down the brackets, I reckon everyone in our league had her either going out the first or second round. Yeah, no one would have had her going through Poronkova or Andreescu. If there's one person who had that, hats off to you. I'll take my hat off right on the stream right now because that is super
Everyone
impressive.
Would love that anyway, mate. Everyone wants to see those locks. Anyway,
yeah, and Thomas Rock there. Come on, no, Ben. We're not anyway. We need to give Hsieh more praise on this podcast.
I do. She
Thomas Rock saying Hsieh is hardcore. Yes, she is. She's one of the best, mate. And what she's doing right now is amazing. And I put it right up there with Karatsev. If not, maybe even pipping her.
Well, that's why I was insistent with you that we do the 1:30 a.m. match for her. I was like, mate, this is a story. I was like, I'm on the
Hsieh train, and it's really hard for me to be able to watch this match later on. No, I'll tell you why. Listen now, because Osaka, she's my winner. She's the one I wanted to go and win this whole tournament. But against Hsieh's got a part of my heart right now, mate. She's got like a little fraction of it, and I don't want to see her go out. I really don't want to see her go out.
I have no horse in the race now, so that just means I'm all the way behind the Hsieh.
I know, you're going to be going pretty hardcore on it tonight, I can feel.
For sure. I'm going to be getting that button out as often as I can, hoping that Osaka isn't just wiping the court with her. That would not be very fun to watch. Two very, very quietly spoken ladies just playing tennis. But
mate, brilliant personalities, both of them. Honestly, it's a tie of the round out of all of them. And we've not even got on to the last one, which is the most, the biggest biggest tennis players in the world who have ever played the sport, to be honest. Serena Williams and Simona Halep. Before we get on that, let's go to the comments quickly. We've got some interesting views. Darren saying Hsieh's going to shock Osaka. Table tennis. Hsieh has an incredible story, the way she become pro. Yeah, it's amazing. Thomas Rock, loving it. I'm fired up. Tan Rodenby, I'm with JG. Hsieh probably underdog in every match so far.
Yeah, I know, it's great to see that when that happens. They just start making their way through, and then the bookies still keep on doubting them every time. Like Karatsev, he's done the same. They're doubting them every time, and he keeps on bringing up the upsets, and I love to see it. This is what it's all about. This tournament was built for upsets because they didn't get proper training, and we're going to see what people are really made of. Who can turn up? It seems
no one's got a solid abdominal muscle at the moment. Everyone seems to be putting up with the same thing.
Mate, there's going to be some. I don't know. I can feel a song brewing after this tournament to do with abdominal muscles. But I
just want a Hsieh song. That's the only thing you need to work on, mate. We want a Karatsev and a Hsieh song because them two for me have been some of my favourite players to watch this tournament. And 12 Travel 21 agrees with you, saying Karatsev is easily the biggest shock. He has never been in a Grand Slam before. Hsieh has been around for 10 years plus in Grand Slam with multiple round 4 appearances.
Exactly.
However,
right.
has she had to get through some of the players she has? Andreescu, Poronkova, put some more respect on Hsieh. And that's you as well, Ben.
Hsieh has everybody's respect, mate. But look at the
I want
body of
more.
work.
I'm calling for more.
Yeah, you're talking about like, oh, well, you can say like Poronkova. Yeah, fair enough. She had a great US Open. She still had to come through qualifying. But no, was she coming through qualifying? I think she might have been as well. But Andreescu, just coming back after a year off pretty much from injury as well. You can probably give her that. And then Sarah Rani can't even throw a ball in the air. So you've got like, you can sort of see.
Mate, no. I don't have that. I don't buy it.
But then you got Karatsev. What? And you're telling me that he went to Gerasimov, who's probably we rate
Gerasimov,
him
70 in the world.
We rate him
80?
high, mate. Mate, this is the guy that you were saying.
Schwartzman,
oh my God.
Schwartzman on hard courts.
Schwartzman is your man. How are you turning against Schwartzman all of a sudden?
On hard courts.
Schwartzman couldn't do any wrong in your eyes. And now Schwartzman's dead to you. Schwartzman's dead to JG.
Compare Schwartzman to an Andreescu on the women's side. I think Andreescu is she tips the scales, mate. Let's be honest.
Come on.
In a hard court situation, she's the US Open champion.
What was the ranking?
Has Schwartzman ever won a Grand Slam on the hard courts?
But yeah, but Schwartzman's been playing in the ATP finals. He didn't have a year off the last
ATP finals. Did he win a match in the ATP finals, Schwartzman?
Mate, it doesn't matter. He got to the semi-finals of the French Open, mate. He got to the final in Cologne.
On clay.
Yeah, final in Cologne wasn't on clay. It was against Zverev.
Who did he lose to? Zverev got absolutely battered. He didn't get to the final, did he? It was a semi-final.
No, he was in the final, wasn't he?
No. Felix got to the final, didn't he?
Oh, no.
I think Felix did, and then Felix lost again. Another
one.
So
you're just backing me up.
Also, Felix. He beat Felix as well. Felix, a man who's got no confidence off the back of 7 finals who he's just lost.
All you're doing is slating Karatsev now and saying
I'm not slating Karatsev. I'm saying what Karatsev done's amazing, mate. I love Karatsev more than most, and we've been singing his praises. I wanted him to be the most improved player of 2020. I had him up there. But for me, all I'm saying is, Hsieh, you've got to put her up there as well, and you can't dismiss what her achievement is. I think it's greater than Karatsev's.
Well,
we'll have to agree to disagree. It's an interesting one.
Agree to disagree. For me, I think that it's harder to make it your way through the men's draw than it is to make it through the women's draw. There's more upsets for me on the women's side. The men's side tends to be pretty run-of-the-mill going through the rounds, and to cause an upset on the men's side takes a hell of a lot more. And I think that's what he's done. That's my personal opinion. And Hsieh has been around for a long time, and she has been causing people problems. She's been to 3 sets with Osaka many times. So what does that show you about her? She is quality, and we've known about. I don't know if she's been in a Grand Slam.
No, it's not.
I'd have to go back and have a check, but still, he's never been in a Grand Slam. She's been in multiple Grand Slams. This is his first ever. He's been through the qualifying. What are you talking about?
Let me settle this.
We'll be getting plenty of those later. Don't you worry.
Anyway, let's move on to the final match because we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. 2 women who have been at the top of tennis in the women's game. It seems like forever. Simona Halep, Serena Williams.
Comment. Sorry, 1 second. NHL saying the only way to sell this: Karatsev versus Hsieh. The winner wins the argument.
Mate, Hsieh's got it. She's gonna slice him apart.
And look, exactly, Mary. Come on, JG. Karatsev is a bigger story. He's been on the podcast, and he's even just disrespecting our guests. How dare you?
I love both of them. I think they're both brilliant stories, and they're both number 1 and 2 for me. Hsieh edges it just slightly for me. But anyway, let's move on to the final match, which is Serena Williams.
That won't be the case later when Osaka's winning the match. You watch, she'll be kicking her there while she's down. Yeah, she'll be useless.
I want Osaka to win, but
exactly.
That's just what I'm saying. So let me know what's going to happen here then, mate. Simona Halep, Serena Williams. Serena's come through a tough few matches, and she's been really impressive. I must admit, I didn't give her much hope. You've definitely been singing her praises a lot more than what I have. I thought her defensive play in the last round against Sabalenka was some of the best tennis we've seen from her. It was unbelievable. Some of the shots she was in. There was one clip which got circulating on Twitter and everywhere on the highlight reel, which is out of this world. The way she was defending. Couldn't quite believe it. Sabalenka, someone with so much power, as we know. We've been watching her. thinking that she's going to go probably potentially get to the final. It wasn't to be. Serena, wow, honestly, using her experience, her guile, her strength and power. And I think she is just a worthy quarter finalist so far, and potentially could beat Halep and reach the semis, which is just an incredible achievement.
I think the main thing that you missed off of the list that Serena Williams has in abundance that her opponents do not. And don't forget, Sabalenka being a very young lady on the tour, Serena Williams has the tennis brain. She has everything. She can analyze the game better than anyone on the tour. So she's been there. She's done it. She's got the t-shirt. She's got the trophies. She's got 23 of them stacked up. She's got a whole room dedicated to Grand Slams. So if no one knows how to do it, then Serena Williams can show them, because she has been there before. And for me, that's why I said at the beginning of the year, or even at the back end of last year, I see Serena Williams making a good run early in this year. I think that she's still got it. I don't think she ever lost it. I think that it was just the other players were starting to perform a bit better. Now we're in weird circumstances. Everyone's been stripped back. Everybody's not had the chance to train properly. And now we're down to just pure raw talent and pure raw ability and mental strength. She has all of it. So if you're going to start everybody off on the starting blocks and no one gets to train, she's going to beat them. And that's why I feel it. She's 39, but she's better than probably most of them in that sort of setting, I think. But it's going to be a tough
say all
match.
Of this. I'd love to see it from you, Ben. I'm just going to remind you for our video we did at the beginning of the year. After we did a top 10 prediction video.
She wasn't in it.
Did Ben have Serena Williams in his top 10?
Because I don't think she's going to follow it up after this tournament. I don't even know if she's going to win this tournament, but I think she's going to make a good run. But I think that I think the match schedule, she can't keep up with the schedule on tour these days. I don't think she has the body to be able to keep up a full schedule for the year. So I think she will be outside the top 10. But I think she can still challenge with the top players.
You'd agree she's going to play the big one. She's going to play the slams. And if she's reaching quarterfinals, mate, of slams, she's going to be top 10, no doubt. But we'll see how that one unfolds. I think I have her in the top 10 somewhere. I forget where exactly, but maybe like 8th or 9th or something. But with this one here, I'm actually going to go Serena to beat Halep.
So am I. I think, well, the last time they played each other on a hard court was 2 years ago at the Australian Open. And it was Serena who got the better of her in 3 sets. I mean, it's going to be close. I think it's going to go to 3 again, to be honest. But Serena's never lost to her well, I don't know if she's never lost to her. Let me just say, they've played so many times.
She has lost, yeah. Indian Wells, 2015.
Oh, no, but it was a walkover, that one. Did she had like one in the...
She lost in the... What's that say? I forget. Is that
she had one in
an exhibition?
Yeah, I think...
Oh, no, it's Shenzhen.
Yeah. Come on, but this is like 2014 now.
Yeah, there's not much. I wouldn't read much into it. Basically, they've played each other a ridiculous amount of times, and most times, Serena Williams wins. To be fair, I think it's very rare Halep ever gets the better of her, and it's crazy. Looking here, the first time they played each other on here, Wimbledon, 2011. These two, they've been on the tour seems like forever.
This is like rolling back the years, this one. I love it. That's what this draw on the women's side is exciting as hell.
Yeah.
And I want to draw you back to like one of the things that we said the other day on one of the other podcasts. For you, Serena is the only GOAT in sport. So I wanted to see you cheering her on as well in this draw, because I think you only get to see certain things like once in your lifetime sometimes. And Serena Williams is setting records. And the more she can add to those records, I want to be there to witness it. And I think that she is just an incredible person, an incredible sportswoman and advocate for tennis. And just from where she's come from to what she's achieved, nothing short of like incredible. So I hope that she can do it. I hope she can get another one when she's 40 as well. That would be even more impressive. But, well, so she speaks for herself, Serena Williams. What more can you say?
The thing is, it's the big number 24, isn't it? She's just sitting on 23 Grand Slams right now. I think it's mostly... She's got 7 Australian Opens. Yeah, that's right. 7 Australian Opens. The only person who's top is Margaret Court, who's got 24. How important is it for her to sort of tie that record? For me, she's going to be considered the greatest of all time on the women's side, regardless of she has the overall Grand Slams, because of what she's done. So it doesn't have to prove a point. I know people saying, she needs to try and get the 24 because it means so much. I don't think it necessarily does. However, it would be nice. You know what I mean? Yeah. That extra little cherry on the cake, as per se. Get the most Grand Slams, equal Margaret Court, get 24. And this could potentially be one of her last chances to do so. I know we keep saying it, but she's definitely getting on. Maybe a Wimbledon this year. Hopefully Wimbledon's ahead. I think she could do very well there. There's no one more experienced than her at Wimbledon. So never, ever write her off.
Or the US
and even
Open.
In this tournament, never write her off. She beats Halep, playing the winner of Hsieh or Osaka. People would think it would be Osaka, most likely.
Do you not think that she would want to... she's obviously won herself 7 Australian Opens. She's won herself 7 Wimbledon titles. She only has 6 US Open titles. Do you not think she'd want to round that up a little bit, try and get where she's from, the country she's from up? So that would be the one I would say. And if you have a look at, obviously we need to check when her date of birth is. No, so she's still going to be, the US, it's 26th of September. She's actually still going to be 39. I was going to say, will she have the US Open when she's 40? That would be epic if that was the case. But you never know. She might get one just before she's 40. Be exciting.
I think I agree with someone in the chat, though. There is 12 travel 21. I think Serena's biggest chance is Wimbledon this year.
Yeah.
I generally just love her on that surface. I think she's just got heaps of experience. Just so exciting to watch, I must admit. It'll be an honour actually to watch her live. I've never seen her live at Wimbledon, which is really sad. Just never got. It's always centre court tickets, and never really had too much money at the time to be spared to be going out for that. I know we just go on the outdoor courts, don't we?
For sure.
See what we can do, but you never know. This year, I think we're pretty comfortable to be able to do it, and we'd love to be able to do it, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. And don't forget about Osaka though in this tournament. The thing I was telling you about. Her hard court Grand Slams and how she's been winning them. Obviously, the way it's been moving on, she had, 2018 was US Open, 2019 Australian Open, 2020 US Open again. Does that mean 2021 Australian Open again? Could be. It's the little pattern that's sort of emerging there. Which I'm sure she would love to keep that pattern going, which would mean next year she gets the US Open again.
Mate, you love a good pattern. And
I love it.
You never know. It could happen. Thomas Rock there saying Serena's 23 is definitely more impressive than MC's 24, but the record is still a record. Yeah, it's always going to be in the record book. So it would be nice just to see her have it. Regardless of me, she's always going to be the GOAT. And we've got Fernando Melo here. How we doing, mate? Thanks for joining us. He's saying Osaka is getting this Australian Open. You heard it here first.
Well, there you go, mate. Yeah, definitely. I just think that she has all the ability. She is in my mind, she is the one to beat Osaka. She's the one that's impressed me most with the good stuff that she's done on the court. She has done some bad stuff as well, but if she just eliminates that, I think she's going to be really tough to beat. We saw what she was like in that US Open final against Azarenka. She turned it around.
But you need to remember, she was this close to going out.
Yeah.
Muguruza, 2 match points. She's also 5-3 up as well. She's been on the brink of losing here.
It's Osaka, though, through and through. This is what she does. This is what every match is drama, but she just grinds it out, and that's what you want from a champion. Someone who can come back from the face of adversity and win. Like Halep, she's done it as well. Muchova's been doing it. There's been a lot of people coming back and proving they want this. So,
have you seen the butterfly thing? Sorry, I just got a bit off topic. No. The butterfly with Osaka.
No, I haven't.
I'll send it to you afterwards. I don't think you had. Most of the stuff's on Twitter. That's why you probably didn't see it. But it was pretty awesome. There was a butterfly, and it just shows her character on court. She's like picked it up, and she's trying to literally move it off the court. She stopped play. She was so gentle and delicate with it.
team was doing that as well, wasn't he? Like
Yeah.
it was like a bumblebee or something. Like he was trying to get off the court a couple of times as well.
There was someone, I forget who it was now. There was a moth. He just killed it.
Yeah, I remember.
He just smashed it with the racket, didn't they? And then sort of pushed it away. But no, Osaka was the complete opposite. She got this butterfly, and then it come back, and it sort of landed on her face, and she was just looking at it for a while. It's quite a cool, like relaxing video, mate. It's one of the most liked videos on Twitter right now.
Wow.
Hundreds of thousands of people have liked it. It's really quite a special moment, mate. The butterfly, it moved me, mate. I thought it was quite nice.
Is it the butterfly effect? Is that what we're going to be seeing in this? Naomi Osaka, the butterfly effect. I like it.
But anyway, let's go through these matches then. One final time.
Take your pick.
Like we did with the men's, we'll go through and pick our winners for each one. So over to you, mate.
Right. Barty Muchova. I think that Barty is going to be too much for her. So it's going to be... yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I
can't stop using it.
I think it's Muchova, mate, but this doesn't really matter.
Is it Muchova? I keep saying much because it just sounds too cliche.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Barty for me. The second match, I'm going to have Pegula.
I'm having Brady.
Okay, so we're head-to-head there.
I'm going to go... this one's... I don't even want to have to pick. I'm going to be cheering on Hsieh, but I think Osaka will probably win it.
I'm happy with either two, but I want Osaka for the bracket just so I can regain some credibility on this channel and not be near the bottom of the leaderboard. So I'm going to go for Osaka purely for that, and I wouldn't mind seeing her win it. However, if Hsieh was to win, I'd be over the moon as well.
Yeah.
The bottom one.
Not least, I think we've already sort of said it, haven't we? We both said I think of Serena in 3. That's what my guess is.
Okay. Serena in 3. Yeah, I agree. Serena in 3 as well. But it's a really tight one. I think it's going to be quite close. Halep's been really impressive as well. Maybe we've not even spoke about her enough. I know we dominated more about Serena, but that's only because we think Serena's going to win. So yeah, we'll stick with that opinion. Let us know in the chat. What do you think? Who's going to be winning? Mary's saying it's Muchova.
Muchova. Oh, there you go. I've been getting another one that we can add to our repertoire of things that we've been getting wrong that we can now correct. So we had a Schwartek. I don't know. I'm still going to keep getting that one wrong. But
listen to Darren here, mate. This is quite funny. Osaka gets a butterfly in her face. Last week, I got a pigeon fly in my face while I was serving. Not really the same.
Didn't land on your face, though, did it? Hopefully.
Not a pigeon, mate.
Just on his shoulder. What's that? Anyway. But yeah, I think, do you want to have a quick look through the women's draw challenge just so that we can see how everyone's getting on, see what's going to be happening? We'll just have a look through that, and then I think we'll call it a night, and then we'll look forward to what's to come. So we've got there, as you can see, Team Groves still leading the way, out in front, loving it. He's in the Discord, just living it up right now. So join.
On the topic of the Discord, if you're new to the channel and you've just seen what we're talking about, head over to our Discord, GTL Discord. It's completely free. Bit of fun. We talk about tennis all day long, share some memes, share whatever. So go check it out. Thomas Rock's done a brilliant job. He's the admin of it all. So yeah, more the merrier. Hopefully, Jackie, you can join, and Mary as well, because I think you two are big faces on GTL, and we want to see your opinions over at the Discord.
Indeed. And we'll be there 24 hours a day. It can be talking about tennis. So yeah, there's so many different forums. Thanks to Mr. Rock. He's really done a sterling job. So
where am I on this one then? And where are you? That's
mate,
I
don't think we're doing too great, to be fair. We keep going down here. You can see 12 Travel 21's doing all right. He's there. Mikey Matters doing all right as well. Who else? Ollie Baton. Oh, I haven't got the full standings up. Hang on, I'll zoom in a bit. There you go. Where were we? Yeah, here we are. I think I was on the one earlier, and Almina was like, "Stop scrolling, please." And I was down in 46th or 46th, and one of the draws. I think it was the men's one. Or it might have been the women's one. Oh, there you are, down in 35th there.
That's not terrible. I think if Osaka wins, I'll probably move up a little bit.
Jack's ahead of you there. Who else?
I'm coming for you, Jack. And there you are.
No, that's not good, is it? I don't think I can top you because I had obviously.
Well, let's have a look. Let's see who's got Osaka to win this whole thing. If we go on the picks, it'll be interesting to see what people have.
I'll have to try and work out how to use this thing again.
It's all good, mate. I've just stuck the link for the Discord as well in the chat. So anyone who wants to join, it's an app, Jackie. So you can just download the app on your phone or on your laptop.
Look at you. You're third there as well, mate. Look at you go. In the Melbourne 4.
Are we counting that one? Hopefully.
No, I don't know. There's only 7 people in it.
Yeah, we counted the other one. What we didn't finish.
Right. Yeah, well, we'll count it between us. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know. We could give the fan the winner as well. We'll see how it goes. But so yeah, we can see there. So I'll go to the top. You've gone a bit fast for me. So we've got a few Osakas right at the top. A Barty there.
Could be the side of that.
There's a few Haleps here as well.
Big
Interesting.
Al versus Team Groves in the final potentially.
Yeah. Serena Williams is not looking good for Mikey Mata. He's lost both of his finalists and thing. This is what I'm saying. We've got a chance, mate, to beat some of these if one of our winners wins. So there I am. I've got both of mine, Barty and Osaka.
Yeah, mate. I mean, I'm dead in the water. My finalists are both out, so I'm not climbing any higher. So yeah, we keep on going down. We got Laura
Siegeman, Heather Watson wasn't to be this year.
No, unfortunately not.
I mean, you have to watch the video from the start. We spoke about every single woman on the draw in the quarterfinal. And does Hsieh have a chance? Who knows?
Mate,
Who knows? We're going to hopefully cover it in the live watch along. I think she does have a chance. I just don't think she's going to win personally. But I wouldn't be too disheartened if she was.
I'm going to redo her button as well, so that music's a little bit louder because I think I put it a little bit too passive on that first one. We're going to need it pumping for Hsieh later, but I think we should wrap it up, mate. I haven't had any dinner yet. I need to go and eat and prepare for Hsieh Wei and her shock against Naomi Osaka. Oh my God! See, I've got food on the brain, mate. Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, thanks everyone for listening. If you haven't already, please give us a like on the video. It really helps us out. And if you're new to the channel, you just found us crazy too. Subscribe as well. We'll see you later on tonight, and then also for the big one in the morning, Alex Zverev versus Novak Djokovic. We'll see you then.